Hello, Amelia Hirschfield here. Super excited to talk about how you can stop being bothered by changing the skills that are going on within yourself. And and when we're bothered by someone, it takes a lot of extra energy. It's like you are spilling out. Maybe you're talking to other people about your frustrations. Maybe you don't know how to deal with them because you're like, oh, I'm really annoyed by this. And you can often feel quite like a victim to other people's stuff. So when I find myself in this situation, I'm usually like, oh, this person's doing this to me. This person is doing this to me. This person's doing this to me. This person's doing this to me. And I can't believe they're doing that. So it's very much in like a, this is all about me mentality. And what's interesting about this is if you learn how to do things differently, then you can stop being impacted by this at all. Because usually when we're in this state of this person's doing this, this person's doing this, this person's doing this, this person's doing this, you aren't able to grow beyond the behavior that's bothering you. And whether it's like the person not feeling like you're being seen by them, feeling like a victim to someone, feeling like a victim to someone's behavior, not feeling like you have any power in the relationship, feeling like you are being abused even. All of this are really signs that you need to develop skills within yourself so the behavior falls away from you being impacted by it. And I can tell you a story of myself. Like I was feeling really unseen by my partner, and I was really frustrated, and I was like talking to a lot of people about, not talking to a lot of people because I try to not spill my stuff onto other people. But I was talking to my mentor about it. I was talking to my other mentor about this. And it was taking a lot of energy away from me expanding my businesses, me doing what I'm supposed to be doing anyway. And what I came to realize is I was feeling unseen when he was withdrawing. And there was usually a pattern around he's tired, he's got something going on with him, he withdraws. And then I take it as, oh, this person isn't seeing me. This person isn't willing to put in the work to see me. And so when I started realizing like, oh, there's a pattern around this. So like he's doing this and then I'm being reactive to it. I started learning different skills of like not being okay with him withdrawing, right? Because sometimes we all need to withdraw. We're overwhelmed, we're exhausted, we've got all the stuff going on. And then I started to feel less like he's doing something about me, that I'm at the receiving end of it. And it became more about like, oh, there's something going on with him. And I can go over here and do this so I can be seen by other people or be seen by myself and go for a walk by myself or something. So, and then that just changes the entire dynamics of the relationship because I'm being less frustrated with it and allowing him to be himself with this as well. So that is just creating this massive ease, and I'm spending less time being frustrated at getting caught up in the perceived drama that I thought was going on. It felt very important. It feels very real. And at the same time, when I learned how to step outside of it, because expecting yourself to just step outside of it like that is usually going to set you up for failure. Like there's things you need to learn along the way so you can step outside of this dynamic and start freeing yourself from other people's reactions. And then that's where you become so powerful and so still within yourself that you're like, these people have this shit going on with themselves. And at the same time, I can be chill. I can be okay with it. And I can be maybe a little reactive to it, but I don't have to make a big thing. And so this is absolutely one way that you can start to stop being impacted by others. And it's usually just a sign that there's some skills that you're lacking. And that is really dependent on the situation. So it's not like this is this one blanket solution for all the skills that you're lacking. You learn this one thing and all your shit gets fixed. But as you get better and better and better, being less impacted by other people's stuff, this becomes a lot easier along the way. So, so you can kind of keep rolling these lessons together to where they kind of snowball. So if you want help with that, I have some people that I can refer you to that I know will like have you feel seen, have you feel heard, have you being in a space that you can actually work through this. Because there's a lot of people who go like, oh, this person's helping me through it. But at the same time, they don't feel seen, they don't feel heard, and then they're not able to work through it. And then they usually have more shit on their plate because they hired someone to help them work through it. And then that person didn't come through. So I've been there myself. It's awful. And it often creates more trauma and more stuff for you to work through with the people that can actually help you process this stuff. So if you want help with that, send me an email. I believe my email address is on the information. It's just amelia@ameliaharshfield.com. Tell me what you've got going on with this, how you want to stop being impacted. Like when you're like, I'm fucking over this. I'm tired of being jerked around by other people's stuff. I'm ready to be more calm. I'm ready to be a better leader. Then yeah, send me an email.